This campaign is about an album, and this album is about taking it all back. My name is Jordan Page, and I am a musician, and I tour all over the country, spreading the message of liberty and personal freedom.
Jordan Page has been a buddy of mine for a couple of years now. We go way back, doing shows for the Liberty Movement. He's definitely what I would consider the tip of the spear. I'd also call him the Captain America of Liberty music, but he's also a rock star.
He's got the chops. When he plays, he can bring the house down. I've heard people say that him playing guitar sounds like 6 people playing guitar at the same time.
I'm a musician for all my life, really. I started playing music when I was 11 or 12. It was songs about the ordinary stuff, relationships, and my ideas on this or that, long before I ever discovered, meaning to music.
He has always spoken to what I see as the broader American freedom movement.
And my job is to just start the conversation. And I start the conversation with a song. Most major labels will spend up to $1 million making a record. The costs for this campaign are going to go directly to recording costs, equipment rentals, mixing, mastering, manufacturing, paying the musicians, the publicity and press that you need to get, and radio play. There's so many factors involved when you look at it as a business and not just, I want to make a CD. There's a much larger goal here. We're also planning a military-based tour, doing free concerts for the troops and for veterans. I do a lot of work with Oath Keepers and very passionate about that organization. I want to do shows all over the country to promote this, and it takes money to set those things up. Major labels generally control every aspect of the album making process. I have a unique opportunity as an independent artist to craft a record and a message and an image that is free from that sort of influence. It's as honest and as pure and as truthful as I could possibly be.
This is how we take music back. I mean, if you want to complain that music is too mainstream or corporatized, you got to put your money where your mouth is.
Though some of my music is on the darker side at times, it's coming from a positive place and ultimately is leading in a positive direction. I'm encouraging people to rise up and use their voices like I am, to stand up for themselves and to care about their own liberty and the maintenance of that liberty. This next album is going to be a rockin' record. If you thought you knew Jordan Page's music, you haven't really seen anything yet. There'll be some guest appearances like Heist Click and Payday Monsanto. It's going to be really, really interesting. All the elements are in place. All I need is your help. This is a huge undertaking, but this is what I do. I've never appealed to the public before in a crowdfunding campaign. There's other ways I could go, but I would rather make this album with you. And being an independent artist, we require the support of our fans, because without them and without their contribution, it would not have happened, which will be literally true. You people are the reason I'm able to do this in the first place. You fuel my tours, you fuel my inspiration, and I'd like you to be part of it. And so that's why I'm asking you to help me put it together.
It's so important to support independent artists, and he really is one of the hardest working musicians in the freedom movement.
Jordan's definitely one of the hardest working musicians in music, and I definitely look forward to his new album because I hear he's got some really good collaborations with some really interesting artists.
You know that an investment in him, in his productive capacity, is money well spent, and I can't wait to hear what he produces.
Just can't wait for you to hear what's in here. Every time I listen to these new songs, I just get so excited, and I know that the people that already love my music are going to go nuts over this record. Music is a very, very powerful force. It can be used for good or evil, and I'm coming from a place of good, and I've got a lot of love in my heart, and I'm ready to, melt faces with it. I did a show with Ron Paul last year where he said that someone had asked him, is his message becoming more mainstream? And he said, no. The mainstream is coming our way. And if I have the resources to take this record and these songs to the mainstream audience that needs them the most, then I will have a much larger impact than just preaching to the choir. So your contribution to the Indiegogo campaign will be part of more than just recording a kick-ass CD of rock and music. It will also be to help me to get that music out there. If I believe in anything, I believe that human beings need to be free. That's why I'm doing this. So thank you all so much for watching my Indiegogo video, and I hope that you contribute generously, even if it's just a little bit. Every little bit helps, and if you can't contribute financially, please share it. You can share my Indiegogo campaign URL right here, and you can keep up with updates and share my Facebook and my website here. Down here is my Liberty video. You can click that and watch that. And over here is going to be a video for my new single, Arm Yourselves. It's the first single off the new record. So thank you all so much. Enjoy.